Hello, Buddhas. Today we are going to talk about how you feel. Now, Buddhas, before we get started, as usual, I've got links down in the doodly-doo that help you have a spiritual awakening, and that's pretty much all I've got to say about that. Oh, and I do definitely appreciate the likes, comments, subscribes. Really helps bring this message to 1 billion Buddhas. And kitty cameos. All of the time, we got the kitty cameos. What am I talking about today? Well, if you're still with me, and yeah, I kind of intentionally make these intros a little on the longer side to see if you'll leave in time. But if you are still with me, how you feel matters. And how you feel is valid and real. And ow, why are you biting me? And I'm not trying to say that you should stop feeling it, but you gotta get over it a little bit. Earlier today, I was unplugging a power bar, and I was yanking on it and kind of being a little bit of a goof about it, and the cable came and smacked me right on the hand. It was kind of like, hey, you were rough with me, I'm gonna be rough with you. And it hurt. I'm not saying that it didn't, but the only thing that I could think of doing was bursting into laughter because I knew that I brought it on myself. And I think that this is a great example of how we attract what we're doing in our world. I was being rough with the power cable, and it was a little bit rough with me back. And it was actually pretty funny. And I still got a kitty in my lap. But this is valid for all of your feelings, not just the physical ones if you get hit in the hand or something. And it really comes down to this. You can feel negative emotions around finances, for example. You can feel negative emotions around relationships, for example. Trust me, been there, done that, still working through some of those things. But what's the point in continually dwelling on them? Oh no, my life is terrible because I feel so bad. Okay, now you have a choice. Like, spirituality or not, at this point, you have a goddamn choice about how you approach the next segment of your life. You can continuously say, I feel so miserable and I'm so sad and I can't even pretend to do it without laughing. Because yes, Buddhas, you know what? I'm not making fun of you. I've been there. You can watch the last 300 effing videos that I've made. You can understand that I've been through some things. Happy to continue talking about them. But my point is actually what happens next. My thing just stopped. It's too bad. Meditative Mind, by the way, absolutely amazing YouTube channel. Love them. Wish they would license their stuff. And the next set, the next point in the conversation, that's what matters, Buddha. My perspective, my attitude, my way of presenting this work is different than it was a year ago, and that's a good thing. I'm a little bit more relaxed about it, I'm a little bit more nonchalant, I'm actually able to say what's on my damn mind, and I get excited about it, and I know that something's coming through here. And Buddha, the most important thing to remember, not at the end, but right at the beginning, is what you're doing with your mind. Cats are awesome. If, again, we go back after this little rant to, oh no, I'm so sad about my financial situation. Let's just use finances. That's okay. It is perfectly okay to be unhappy about your financial situation. But when you wake up tomorrow and you're still unhappy about it, and you wake up the next day and you're still unhappy about it, and it's been a year and all you can do is just whine and complain about your miserable life and about how unhappy you are about it, well, you deserve that. You're doing it to yourself. Bar none. Full stop. You can stop watching this video now. But if you want to know how to fix it, it's incredibly simple, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy. And the way that you fix it is by making a decision to do something about it. And that decision starts with your attitude about the situation. Hello, love bug. He's sitting in my lap. I don't know. It's not usual, but I'm okay with it. You're very affectionate. I think he likes the energy. And their decision to do something about it is an emotional decision first. Yes, I can go and apply for a better job. Yes, I can go and buy a lottery ticket. Yes, I can go return beer bottles. You can do things to get money, or to try and get money, or to move the ball forward, and I'm not saying not to take that action. But in conjunction with the real action, you have to set a decision in your mind that you're going to start feeling better about this. And if that means that you have to focus on something else, like hanging out with a cat, or anything, playing a video game, reading a book, listening to music that you like, getting your mind off the subject and getting in a better state, that's the key. But if you constantly dwell on the, oh no, how am I going to pay my bills? Oh no, my money situation sucks, then you're going to constantly have that. And I can speak from direct experience that when I stopped focusing on money, money started to come into my world. And then I started to focus on it again. But now I'm in a situation where I'm like, all right, I know this now. I need to stop focusing on it. I need to be intelligent. I'm not saying if you're in debt, you should go out and buy a car. But if you are in a financial situation, acknowledge it and move on. And that is the same thing for any situation that you are in. And yes, that moving on process can take years. It can take months, it can take seconds. That's up to you, Buddha. You get to decide how long you want to suffer. And that is what I believe the Buddhas mean when they talk about desire being the root of all evil, or suffering, or whatever the actual phrase is, or the love of money being the root of all evil. It's the obsession over it. It's the constant worrying about it. Those are the things that are part of the root of this evil. Letting it go, moving on, enjoying your life, living, that's the secret, Buddhas. So, this is a bit of a different style than our usual take, and we're being a little bit more aggressive, but this one's just so close to the heart that at the end of the day, Buddha, the most important thing, the single most important thing, is to love yourself. Auto rack, which means move. Hey, there it is. Whew!